entertainment, sports, politics, lifestyle. Gen Z News 360.
Good evening, I'm Laurencia Smith, and you're watching the late news on Gen Z News 360. Here are tonight's top headlines. In Machakos, a police officer has tragically collapsed and died at his rented home, sparking an ongoing investigation into the circumstances surrounding his death. The Edwin Chuba murder case is nearing its conclusion, with the judgment set for November 8th. We'll bring you the latest developments as the high-profile case unfolds. In the Shadows of Justice by David Owusu shines in Nairobi. YouTuber Young Philly charged with raping woman in Australia. And in the United States, 4 people have tragically lost their lives after a series of devastating tornadoes ripped through parts of Florida, leaving destruction in their wake. Stay tuned for these stories and more, right here on Gen Z News 360. Tragedy struck in Machakos County as a police officer stationed at Bungoma Police Station has passed away after collapsing at her rented home. The incident occurred on Tuesday night, October 8th, and was reported by a civilian, Evans Adango, who is the husband of the deceased officer, Police Constable Pauline Adenya. According to the police report, Constable Adenya suffered a sudden seizure attack at around 10 p.m. Officers from Bungoma Police Station responded swiftly to the emergency and transported her to Real Hospital in Utawala. Unfortunately, despite their efforts, she was pronounced dead upon arrival. The report further detailed that officers, led by the Officer Commanding Station, OCS, rushed to the hospital, which is located about 1.5 kilometers east of Bungoma Police Station. This heartbreaking event has sent shockwaves through the police department and the local community. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the family and friends of Officer Adenya during this difficult time. The high-profile murder case of LGBTQ activist Edwin Chuba is now in its final stages as the court prepares to deliver its judgment on November 8, 2024. The defense has officially closed its case after the prime suspect, Jackton Odhiambo, made a spirited attempt to clear his name. Odhiambo, a 25-year-old freelance photographer, is accused of murdering Chuba, a final-year fashion and design student at the University of Eldoret, between December 31, 2022, and January 3, 2023. The gruesome discovery of Chuba's decomposed body in a metallic box along the Kipkenyo-Kaptinga Road in Kapseret sub-county shocked the nation earlier this year. During the one-year hearing held at the High Court in Eldoret, the prosecution presented 22 key witnesses, including government pathologist Dr. Johansen Odia. One significant piece of evidence came from government chemist Polycarp Kwayu, who testified that DNA samples taken from the scene matched those of the accused, linking Odhiambo to the crime. Despite these findings, Odhiambo has denied the charges, maintaining his innocence throughout the trial. Toxicological tests conducted by Jane Wire, a government analyst, found no traces of harmful substances in Chuba's system. Justice Nyakandi has directed both the prosecution and the victim's legal team to submit their final arguments within the next 2 weeks, as the case moves closer to a long-awaited verdict. In Bungoma, a chaotic student protest at Bungoma National Polytechnic escalated into violence, leaving 23 police officers injured and a student dead. The unrest unfolded on Tuesday when students staged a riot on campus, prompting police intervention. According to official reports, the situation spiraled as students, joined by boda boda operators and other staff, regrouped and armed themselves with crude weapons. Attempts by the police to prevent the protesters from damaging the institution's infrastructure were met with fierce resistance. Students hurled stones and used their makeshift weapons to confront the officers. Despite calling for reinforcements from nearby police stations, the officers struggled to contain the enraged crowd. Witnesses reported hearing chants from the protesters, claiming that the police had run out of tear gas and ammunition, emboldening them to push forward. The standoff intensified when students managed to seize a firearm from Officer James O'Dare. In response, police opened fire on the crowd, successfully retrieving the weapon but tragically ending in the fatal shooting of 26-year-old Salome Ila-Weksa, a second-year student. Her body has since been transferred to Bungoma County Referral Hospital, where a post-mortem examination is expected. The situation remains tense as authorities continue to monitor the aftermath of the violent confrontation.
4 people have tragically lost their lives after a series of devastating tornadoes ripped through parts of Florida. The deadly storms are part of the broader impact of Hurricane Milton, which continues to cause havoc across the region. In a press briefing, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis expressed deep concern over the unfolding situation, warning residents to brace for more severe flooding as the storm persists. The worst may not be over, DeSantis cautioned, urging Floridians to take the necessary precautions and heed evacuation orders in areas at risk of further flooding. Emergency services are working around the clock, responding to the widespread destruction left in the wake of the tornadoes. Several communities remain without power, while roads and homes have been damaged or submerged due to torrential rains. As Hurricane Milton progresses, weather experts are predicting continued dangerous conditions, with high winds and flash floods likely to impact more areas across the state. Residents are being advised to stay informed through official channels and prepare for potential emergency evacuations. Several communities remain without power, while roads and homes have been damaged or submerged due to torrential rains. As Hurricane Milton progresses, weather experts are predicting continued dangerous conditions, with high winds and flash floods likely to impact more areas across the state.
On Tuesday, October 8, 2024, renowned Ghanaian author and film producer David Owusu launched his highly anticipated book In the Shadows of Justice at the Parklands Baptist Church in Nairobi, Kenya. The event was a star-studded affair, with high-profile personalities from Kenya and beyond in attendance. The launch, emceed by the talented Miss Anne Violet, was a memorable occasion filled with inspiration, entertainment, and a celebration of literary achievement. Suzanne Mani, the publisher from Sumani Publications, expressed her joy and gratitude for the presence of the distinguished guests. "We are truly honored to have such an incredible turnout," Mani said. David Owusu, the author of In the Shadows of Justice, took the stage to share his vision for the book, expressing hope that it would have a profound impact on readers. "This book speaks to the power of resilience and the pursuit of justice. I believe it will touch many lives and inspire positive change," he remarked. The special guest of honor, Reverend Henry Larte, founder and leader of Evergreen Paradise Mission, praised Owusu for transforming his personal trials into triumphs. "David's journey is a testament to the strength of the human spirit. I encourage everyone here to support this remarkable work," Reverend Larte stated. The crowd was also treated to a musical performance by sensational Kenyan musician Mary Lincoln, whose captivating voice left the audience in awe. Other notable attendees included Madam P, international scholar Dr. Shahid Raja from Italy, Akosua Giamera from the Ghana High Commission, Susan Macharia, CEO of Wow Fashions, and Nancy Nyawira, host of The Nancy Show. As the event concluded, the atmosphere was one of celebration and hope, within the shadows of justice poised to become a transformative read for all. British YouTuber Young Philly, born Andres Felipe Valencia Barrientos, has been charged with serious offenses following allegations of rape in Australia. The popular online personality, known for his involvement with the YouTube collective Beta Squad and his work with BBC Three, was arrested earlier this week in Brisbane. Authorities in Australia confirmed that the 29-year-old was taken into custody on Tuesday and later extradited to Perth. On Thursday, Barrientos appeared in Perth Magistrates Court, where he was formally charged with multiple offenses, including 4 counts of sexual penetration without consent, 3 counts of assault occasioning bodily harm, and 1 count of impeding a person's normal breathing by applying pressure to their neck. He has since been granted bail. The allegations stem from an incident on September 28th, where Barrientos reportedly brought a woman in her 20s back to his hotel room after performing at Bar One nightclub in Perth. His legal defense, led by barrister Seamus Rafferty SC, secured bail during Thursday's court hearing. Young Philly, who is also a recognized UK media figure, has gained fame beyond YouTube, appearing in popular TV shows like Soccer Aid and The Great Celebrity Bake Off. He won a Mobo Award for Best Media Personality in 2021. His representatives have been contacted for comment as the case progresses.
Ghana Black Stars held a goalless draw against Sudan in AFCON qualifiers. The Ghana Black Stars were held to a frustrating goalless draw against Sudan at the Accra Sports Stadium in their latest African Cup of Nations (AFCON) 2025 qualifying match. Despite dominating possession and creating several chances, the Black Stars were unable to find the back of the net, leaving the home crowd disappointed. The team, captained by Mohamed Kudus, showed flashes of brilliance but struggled with poor finishing throughout the match. Otto Addo's men won multiple corner kicks and created numerous opportunities, but the inability to convert those set pieces into goals proved costly. Sudanese coach Kwesi Opia, a former Black Stars coach himself, expressed his satisfaction with his team's disciplined performance. "My boys showed resilience, and I'm proud of how they handled the pressure. It's a great result for us," Opia said after the match. Ghana, however, is yet to win a game in the 2025 AFCON qualifiers, a concerning situation as they now face a slim chance of qualifying for the tournament in Morocco. The draw leaves the Black Stars with a lot of work to do as they prepare for their next qualifier against Sudan on October 15 in Benina, Libya. The road to AFCON 2025 looks challenging for the Black Stars, and they will need to step up their performance if they hope to secure a spot in the tournament.